what we're doing with self-work, we're honing the distortion lens. Honing the distortion lens. What does that mean? If you were to remove the terms good and evil, to try to take a bit more of a non-dual speaking stance toward it, you could replace those two concepts with maybe the divine and chaos. You could replace it with balance, chaos. Okay? Balance and chaos. So those are the two polar extremes of all of life. One end is total chaos, which includes with it fear, pain, suffering, ignorance, cruelty, selfishness, ego, all that stuff is included in chaos. And balance includes meditation, presence, centeredness, the divine, order, meaning, joy, selflessness, creativity, intuition, love. Those ones belong in the balance side. And then there's outside of that spectrum of explanation, there is also the motion versus not motion duality, which is two sides, one coin. I'm gonna hold this because it's probably being obnoxious. Two sides, one coin. One side is absolute stillness, which is the center of your present moment, and the other side is absolute chaos, which is when you come out of your core presence out into the apparent motion of the cosmos. Both are always happening. Absolute stillness is always present, and absolute motion is always present. They are complementary to each other. They're necessary to each other. They're in a symbiosis. They're not at war with one another. So when people are on what is called the return home, or return to God, or going to heaven, stepping off the mortal coil, however you want to phrase that one, going back for some recovery, some R&R, what they're referring to is returning home into the stillness. Okay, it's into the womb, the universal womb of all consciousness, is that still center point. And when you become birthed out of that, you become birthed into, or back into perhaps, the world of form and matter and motion, emotion, energetic motion. So when you and of course we don't remember everything. We don't remember a lot of things surface wise. We have that deep and troubling sea that's just beneath the surface of our conscious linear awareness, but we don't remember. We can't hold all of that in our present moment. It can't fit. So we have access to like the database when we search through our memory banks, but we don't have direct access all the time. But to go back to the initial concept, when you're doing self-work or when you're trying to improve, okay, you're doing that, if you are an awake and aware person, you're doing that with the knowledge that in terms of absolutes, there's nothing to be improved and nothing can actually even break. There can't be actual problems. They have to be created. There has to be distortion. There has to be illusion, delusion, and all of that in order for these problems to come into being. So a more mature understanding of enlightenment, or the move back toward the womb, or not even that, I don't even know exactly how you would describe it, what it is that people are trying to do in this current spiritual day and age. I think a lot of people, they do have a maturity about them, at least the ones that I see on the social media platforms. And you know, we have some we've got some people with time under their belt, so to speak, where you can look into their eyes and you can see them describe something and you just feel like eons of experience that's even out of their reach, but it is their soul level experience that just comes out. So it's not exactly a return to like something, not even a return to something we've been to before exactly. It is a refining and a rehoning of the distortion, which is necessary in order for 3D form to be, or anything to be experienced. There is some level of illusion and distortion that needs to be present. And we're going through a refining process to where we remember the absolutes, and at the same time we're also, it's like if you are the mirror that is formless and empty and void and pure and perfect, and the only way you can appear to have a body is by somehow drawing on the mirror. You know, our bodies here are a drawing, a scribbling on the mirror. And so to be able to hone that distorted sense of self, the body is literally a distorted sense of self in the terms of everything is always perfect as it is. In terms of that understanding, the body is a bit of a distortion. So to remember and to focus on and to do self-work towards honing and working on the distortion, not to say, oh, distortion is bad and lies are bad and illusion is bad and we must get rid of all these liars. No, like the whole thing is a lie in a sense, so you have to hone and refine your understanding of what that lie means exactly. Because you get rid of all the lies, then you yourself and your body, you just poof out of existence. So you can't just get rid of all the lies. Anyway, just some thoughts. I hope everybody's doing well. Take care. Peace.